I speak to a lot of people, and I want you to touch on the people who think that you're arrogant.
Yes.
All right. And I feel a sense of that because I know when you have a level of I know what I know how to do and I know what I'm talking about to people who not fully confident, and I call us alpha males.
Yeah.
They tend to seem to them as like that we're arrogant. So what do you say for them?
You know, what I say is that I think I'm a different person at 52 than at 40. And I would remind folks that when I got elected mayor, I was 40 years old. I was the second youngest mayor in the history of the city, and the city was in absolute crisis. So if you remember when President Obama was president, that was the Great Recession, record unemployment, record foreclosures, the Great Recession. And so I think that I had to be strong and I had to be decisive. And I think that because I had to be strong and I had to be decisive and I did not have a lot of time, that it translated as being arrogant because I had to make calls and I didn't have room to allow big collaborative conversations, which may take more time. It's one of the reasons why I'm having so much fun running for mayor this time, because I'm a different man at 52, and I think if people were to meet me now, they would not feel the same. That's not my sense, and that's not where I am mentally. And I think you're in the studio with me. You can feel my energy. Like, I've been mayor before, and so I'm really running for mayor. I had not planned on running for mayor, and I'm running for mayor to keep our city together. So I think I'm a better man primarily because of my daughter and primarily because of the natural process of maturing. And so I think people would encounter that feeling less. But maybe, people perceive arrogance as they perceive it, but not a lot of people have been mayor of what I think is the most important city in America for black people at a time of crisis.
I agree.
And the fact of the matter is when I took over, there was a crime spike. The city was broke. And when I left, the city had $200 million in cash. I never raised property taxes. I never raised water rates. It had AA plus credit from Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch. Less than 100 people were murdered in Atlanta, 7 out of 8 years. I hired 900 police officers. And you name something significant that's happened, whether it's the State Farm Arena deal, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium transaction that then led to the soccer team, to Ponce City Market, to the sale of the old Turner Field property to Georgia State, the entire reimagining of the city, launching an entrepreneurial initiative for women, where we took women entrepreneurs and really, were the wind beneath their wings, spending $1 billion with women entrepreneurs at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. 46 cents out of every dollar when I was mayor was spent with a black entrepreneur or a person of color. And so when you're trying to accomplish all of those things, you have to call it and you have to make judgments that probably come off to some as arrogant. But this next time, once we push back on crime and violence, I think I'm gonna have a lot more fun and relax a bit more in the job, and I think people will feel that. But it's a terrific question. I just appreciate you asking me that in my face.
Oh no, definitely. Hey man, one thing about me.
100.
I'm gonna ask what need to be asked.
Yeah.